Welcome back, everyone. It is Friday, November 7th in the NBA. My four favorite plays are on the way. We'll dive into those in just one moment. My name is Austin, though. Thank you for tuning in. As always, to recap how we did the previous day regarding it, regardless if it was a winning or a losing night. I didn't really have many plays yesterday. I had a long shot parlay, which didn't hit. Wish I just would have ran Bradley Beal's under. That guy is an absolute fraud. They don't call him PTO for nothing, but we went 0-1. If you really want to even count a 0.1 unit play, it was just a long shot. But we do have a full card today. Let's dive into things. There is a good chance we add some plays today. And if you want to make sure you get them pinged to your phone so you don't have to keep coming back to this YouTube video, you should join the Dub Club. Today is also probably my favorite day if you are to join, because Fridays are normally when I post every single NFL play I have. So we obviously post some NFL videos on Saturday, but I post pretty much all those plays today. So you get like a 24-hour almost head start on everyone else that only watches the video. So again, if you want to join, you beat that line movement, but you also get some exclusive props, which they are 4-0 currently in the NFL. Last night, we suffered a tough beat on our only play that I had in the video. I'll talk about that later, but let's dive in. A reminder, you can join 50% off if you're interested. Also have day 4 of the ladder challenge posted later today. Thank goodness we didn't touch any of the games yesterday, NFL or NBA, because they really were not good. We'll also talk about day 4 of the streak at the end of this video. But without further ado, let's dive into things. My favorite play of the day, Josh Giddey, over 39.5 PRAs. I mean, need I say more? If you bet him last game like we did, I don't know if I need to convince you, but maybe you didn't bet him last game. I'll try to do a little bit of convincing and why I'm betting on Josh Giddey once again. But the guy's just an absolute animal. I mean, he is just a dog, and he goes out there and gives it his all every single game. I mean, this is a Bulls team. I love the Bulls. I love watching them. They're probably my favorite watch right now in the NBA because the team plays negative defense. They don't. They just run up and down the court trying to outscore you. And Josh Giddey's pretty much the hub on offense. They give it to him. He's like, he either gets the rebound or whoever gets it, they kick it to him, and then he's pushing the pace against the Bucks team that they should be able to score against. But as I said, Josh Giddey has been a wagon. He's had 40 or more PRAs in 4 straight games. His last 3, 51, 46, and 56. Like I said, facing Milwaukee, a total set to 240. So again, a lot of points, rebounds, assists are expected. And like I said, his usage has been crazy, especially since they upped his minutes. His first 4 games or so of the season, they were kind of hovering him around 28 to 32 minutes. Recently, they said, nope, we don't care. 38 minutes basically in the last 3 games. And we've seen the usage has been unreal. Here's what he's done in the last 3 games. In his first game, we'll consider these last 3 the first game: 21 field goal attempts, 6 free throw attempts, 14 rebound chances, and 12 assist chances. That's a lot. Game 2, 19 shots, 2 free throws, 17 rebound chances, and 17 potential assists. Then the last game that we just backed him, 19 shots, 8 free throw attempts, 22 rebound chances, and 18 assist chances. Need I say more? The guy's just been absolutely dogging teams, and I'm gonna back him once again. The usage is just too high until Kobe White comes back for the Bulls, which, as I read reports, not going to be for a few more weeks. This team needs someone, and Josh Giddey's really all they got. I like the rebounds upside as well because he's not going to defend Giannis. He'll probably defending. I'm trying to think about who he would actually defend. I don't really know. I would expect Patrick Williams to play a little bit more tonight, but either way, he'll just be down low grabbing boards. Giddey, we love you. I don't think I need to talk about him anymore. My next play is actually an under. We've done really well on unders, especially last season, cashing them, I think, at a 63, 65% clip. Let's cash this one. Jabari Smith Jr. under 14.5 points. Now, I know what you're saying, Austin. They bumped down the line to 13.5. You're not the first person that's told me, because and pretty much all my plays get bumped one way, one down or up, depending on what I'm on. But I don't really care. I think Jabari either is scoring 15 plus, ruining everyone, or he's scoring 12 or fewer. So get the line at 13.5, fine with me. Let's fade Jabari Smith Jr. But why? Him and the Rockets are facing the San Antonio Spurs. And I don't think this is a good match for Jabari to score. And he's not necessarily known for being a big scorer. It's not like he's like, hey, Sengun, Kevin Durant, clear the hell out of the way. I'm going to go in ISO mode. It's not really what he does. All he does is really catch and shoot and run in transition. And in fact, you can look at his numbers because this season, 51. Yes, 51, over half of his points are coming via spot up shots, catch and shoot, firing it up there. The other 31% of the final remaining 49% come via transition. Well, if you look at the Spurs defense, they rank first defensively in transition points, and they have allowed the 7th fewest catch and shoot 3-point attempts. Now, in terms of catch and shoot points allowed, teams are shooting a decent percentage on those catch and shoot threes. But again, is that sustainable for teams to be shooting 40% on just spot up shots? Not really. So again, Jabari Smith Jr. is not a guy that I'm personally leaving open. And he's a guy that I'm fine fading on the road, where he shot 31%, 32% in his career from three, down about 5% from when he's at home. His last three games versus Wemby, 7, 17, and 12 points. Now, he's only shot 10, 8, and 8 field goal attempts. So again, a low field goal attempts in all those games. And while I'm not saying against Wemby, you might be like, that's weird. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly I just want to factor in when Wemby's playing, because the Spurs defense changes a ton and is obviously much better when Wemby's on the floor. But if I'm the Spurs, I'm leaving Şengün to go one-on-one. I'm leaving him, go one-on-one on Wemby. We will live with that all day all day. And I think Şengün will do it because he's not afraid of anyone. So again, Jabari Smith Jr., I'm fading him. Give me the under. I just think this is a better matchup for Durant and Şengün. And at the end of the day, Jabari scores 15 on the road. I tip the cap, but they're not leaving him open, in my opinion. They'll leave Amen Thompson open if we're going to leave anyone. I'll fade Jabari Smith Jr. Love his under. My third play is going to be my Dub Club exclusive. It's my final 1-unit play of the day so far. It is an over in points and assists. Again, 1 unit. You can get it if you want to. Join 50% off. I don't post it anywhere else. Like I said, I do technically post it on YouTube, but you got to be a member and you got to be a Hall of Famer, which is $15 a month, which again, that's 15. You could use this 50% off and save yourself $7, $8. So again, if you want it, you can join down below. Not sure. I might have another Dub Club exclusive play as the day goes on. We'll see. My next play, if you're looking for a guy that is going to go out there and shoot 0 for 8 from 3, this is your guy. It's Russell Westbrook. I'm taking his 2+ and 3+ threes. Now, the 2+ I played at just a half unit, 3+ at 0.2 units. The 3+, if he does hit 3, it would yield about another, I think, 3/4 of a unit, 0.74, somewhere around there. I like the chances here. Now, is Russell Westbrook my favorite guy to shoot threes? No, but he has been shooting the ball well recently, and I think this matchup begs Russ to shoot. And if he doesn't make them, whatever. But at the end of the day, if I'm getting an NBA player with wide open looks, then he's going to shoot 4 or 5 of them, maybe more if the first 1 or 2 go in. I'll take a chance there at +120 and +360. Now, I know Russell Westbrook is not necessarily a guy you're like, Austin, that guy's a great shooter. No, historically he has not been. But this season, he's actually been knocking down his shots. He's shooting a career high 43% from 3. Now, if Russell Westbrook ends the season above 40%, I'll probably stop doing videos. But again, he's still shooting the ball well. And if you look at his attempts and what he's been doing recently, it's been there. I mean, he's made 3 or more threes in 4 of his last 6. So he's cashed this full ladder in more than 50% of his most recent games, 4 of his last 6. Now, the Sabonis and Levine are currently questionable. I expect both of those guys to play tonight. And I don't think that hurts us here because they're facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, the Thunder, if you've ever watched them play, and I'm sure you did throughout their playoff run going into and winning the NBA Finals, they always pick and choose one player to leave wide open. We know they are an elite paint defense. They got Chet back here, Hartenstein. This team will not give up points in the paint, but what they do give up is spot up opportunities. Now, when you're looking at this Kings roster, Sabonis really not shooting a ton. Schroeder, he's kind of more of a ball handler. Levine, are we leaving him open for 3? No. DeRozan not really shoots threes. So again, there's one guy you're probably leaving open, and it's a guy they're starting basically at power forward, and that's Russell Westbrook. So again, Russ should be left wide open, and I mean wide open tonight. It will be any drive. Russ, if he wants to chill in the corner, will be wide open. And I think he's going to shoot them. We've seen him shoot a lot of them, especially with the Thunder, with the Nuggets. Jokic will always find him in the corner. They will find him. And we saw in the first matchup between these two teams, Russell Westbrook shot 8 threes, made 4 of them. Again, when Russ has the ball and he's bringing it up and someone calls for a screen and Sabonis comes and sets the screen, they're going under the screen. They will beg Russell Westbrook to shoot the ball. And I think he's going to continue to shoot it because they kind of need him to. If he's not shooting those shots, then it makes the Thunder's lives a lot easier. So again, I'm pretty confident in this first quarter, especially he gets 2 3-point attempts. Now, obviously, we would love if he made 1 or 2, made 1, or heck, if he wants to make both of them, I'll allow it. But again, I really think he's going to be open. And as I said, when he gets the attempts, he hasn't been too bad. His last 40 games. So a pretty good big sample size. When he's attempted at least 4 threes, he's made at least 2 and 63% of them, 3+ and about 38%. So again, shooting a career high this season. I'll take a chance on him. Is he my favorite player to shoot the 3? No. But he's also, you won't find a guy probably more wide open tonight than Russell Westbrook. So I don't mind taking a chance on him. I think he gets some open looks. Wouldn't be surprised if Chet's also guarding him. Wouldn't shock me at all. And Chet, he'll just be a floater. So again, Russ, go knock down some threes. This could cash in the first quarter if if the shots are falling. Like I said, I think he shoots 4 or more. If he doesn't shoot at least 4, bad read. But I think we had a chance there. Plus 360. We'll take a chance there. My final thing we will talk about is the ladder challenge, and we'll talk about the streak. We'll start with the streak. Now, the streak is this new challenge. Oops, wrong button. That we are doing where we start with $25 or a quarter unit. We just try to find something between minus 250 to minus 500. Maybe tomorrow I'll bring up the odds of like if you did an average of minus 400. This is obviously assuming you hit 20 straight, you turn your $25 into almost 1,000. We are already at hit 3 in a row, and our $43, what this says 43, we're already at 51. So again, we're ahead of the curve here. Let's talk about what I'm rolling with, and I'll talk about why. And do not be shocked if when you load up day 4 of the ladder challenge, you're like, this looks oddly familiar, because that's kind of what I've been doing recently, is just finding my favorite plays. I mean, look, I get triple downing on someone might not be the smartest idea. I don't care when I love the matchup. All right, let's stop teasing you. Let me pick the right one. I think it is this one. Maybe not. Maybe this one. Here you go. The streak day 4. Giannis 25 points and Giannis 8+ rebounds at minus 340. I get the odds aren't great, but we're turning our $51, moving the line, moving to 66. So again, looking at this, that would be 66, 4 straight. We're $15 ahead of the curve. So again, why am I heavy on Giannis? Now, I've talked with the Bulls. They don't play defense. Have you watched the team? If you haven't, you'll learn today. They play no defense. And in years past, they haven't been able to stop Giannis. Now that they play no defense, you really think they're going to be able to stop him? Hell no. Hell no. I'll give you a guess. When was the last time Giannis played the Bulls, played 25 or more minutes, and didn't have 25 points and 8 rebounds? Think about it. He plays them so many times. Surely he puts up a dud. As long as he doesn't get injured and plays 25 minutes. When was the last time? Take a guess. Any ideas? You'd have to go back to 2019. He has played them, I think, 13 straight games. He's had a couple in here. One game he exited after 9 minutes, and one game he only played 24. But the other games that he's played, 25 or more minutes, he has hit that in every single game. You look at his recent game log last year. We saw him have 38 and 11, 41 and 9. Year before that, 46 and 16, 32 and 12, 26 and 14, 35 and 11, 45 and 22, 36 and 11, 25 and 17, 34 and 16, 30 and 12, 29 and 12, 28, 14. I mean, the list goes on and on. I'll take a chance here, man. If Giannis can't give me 25 and 8, that might be a free square. Don't be surprised when you find that in the ladder challenge today. If it's something like that, or maybe I involved Giannis points and assists, but they got no chance. They really don't. And if this is a game in high transition, that could be a fun time. But either way, we'll cook up day 4 of the ladder challenge later on in the day. I'm going to wait for some alternate lines. So if I want to get spicy with some Giddey, PRAs, alts, and stuff like that, I'll do that later. So again, make sure you're in the Dub Club. Make sure you're there so you get all the plays pinged to your phone. And if you want to, you can join 50% off link down below. Bunch of NFL plays coming today. Maybe an added NBA player too. Check the pinned comment. And of course, we'll have day 4 of the ladder challenge. And like I said, it'll be very similar to what you see in the streak, but we obviously need a little bit more meat on the bone. Either way, thanks for tuning in on a Friday. Appreciate it. I'll be live tomorrow with some more NFL and NBA plays.